Rav Cardozo, I want to ask you a personal question. Obviously, you can give a philosophical and spiritual background to your answer. What do you personally think is the most difficult mitzvah in the entire Torah?
A one-line answer, and then I will explain. To be honest. To be honest. That I find an extremely difficult situation because I question if today this is any longer possible. I want to be honest, and I'm sure you also want to be. However, we are constantly forced in all sorts of situations where this becomes compromised or nearly compromised, and we can't help it. Because we are living in a system in our society where honesty is no longer seen as the ultimate value. There is money involved, finances involved, and especially in the financial situation where honesty is so important and where it is the hardest of all. And our economy, including in Israel, is built on premises where honesty is not the ultimate value. And you are constantly being asked to compromise if you want to continue to live in a society where honesty is not any longer seen as the absolute goal. And you are being forced to make compromises, which I find very difficult, but I can't get out of it. I'll give you an example. Around the corner from me, in Beit Ragan, lives a Hasidic Rebbe. And I heard, and it seems to be true, that when one of his daughters was getting married, he was looking for edim, for witnesses, who were absolutely kosher. And what was his condition? That they never financially did anything wrong, used the black market, or got any money which they should not have gotten in according to Israeli law. He had an enormous hard time to find these people among religious people, because many of the religious people will say, yes, I sometimes get money which is not really 100% kosher because I don't pay taxes on it. Or I pay somebody and the person hasn't got a Kabbalah for me and I still give him money even for tzedakah. These are very difficult issues where our honesty gets compromised, and the question which is this: is it still possible? And that is what makes me really a headache, because people will obviously say to me, Rabbi Cardozo, where are you living? On the moon? Be realistic. It is no longer possible to be completely honest, and therefore I consider this issue to be a very difficult mitzvah. I even know about economists, professors, who said that economy today in any country without a black market is no longer possible. You need a black market. Otherwise, the economy will not survive. That's what I've been told, and I've also read about this. So the question is there enough honest money still available in this world? And they seem to tell me there isn't. Because if we are all going to be honest, everybody, there won't be enough money for people to live. So then we have turned ourselves into an impossible situation, and that is to me a very hard, difficult thing, and I myself the victim of it. I try very hard in my personal life and in the life of my school to be absolutely honest, but sometimes you're put into situations where you really don't know what to do, because you want to give money, you want to give somebody a job, and the person can't give you a Kabbalah, can't give you an invoice or anything at all because he gets it black. And you want to help this person because he has got 10 children at home, and therefore you want to give the job away to him. But he is somewhere dishonest by not being able to not pay his masach nasas, to say the taxes which he should be paying on that. I find that extremely difficult. The second point here is that I find it difficult in the sense that how am I religiously still honest? And that means to say, do I know that whenever I do something religious, that this is completely done in an honest way, without making the impression or without using a kind of religious show, perhaps that's too strong a word, because I want to belong to the community, to the chevre, whatever it is, and I start to do things even when I'm not conscious aware of it, where I do this because I want to show off. I try to stay very much away from that. If I really achieve that goal, I'm not sure about, because I can't read myself always, carefully enough to do that. There's a problem of complacency. There's a problem of self-indulgence and matters like that, which makes honesty today for me the most difficult of all mitzvot. And how to solve that problem is not in my hands. It is in the hands of the society, which has gone in a direction where it probably can't even pull itself anymore out of, because money is playing much too much a role in our lives. All the comfort which we want to have, and all the also things for which we need more money, and therefore we start to do things which we should not be doing. This is to me the biggest challenge when it comes to mitzvot.